necessarily expect you to come out running like you did.
Mm-hmm.
You just describe the touchdown in particular, I guess, and to what degree maybe you thought you were setting a little bit of a tone.
Yeah, I don't know if it was setting a tone. Just kind of, it all opened up, and if I probably would have went to Trav earlier, I could have just thrown him in that spot. But I knew I could run. It's just the stopping that was going to be hard. So once I got running, I saw the end zone and just try to get up in the air and get in the end zone. But it wasn't like setting a tone or anything like that. I just tried to play football at the end of the day.
It was a little different way to stop, I guess, than put pressure on your ankle.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you saw the slide. It probably looked pretty awkward late in the game. It's just the stopping and cutting isn't great yet. So just try to keep it on the run, keep moving, and make a play happen.
Was there something that happened during the week that maybe told you that you could be effective in the game? You could do the things you needed to do?
I think it was the second practice. The first practice was still kind of iffy, but then the second practice and being able to move a little bit and do some of the under center stuff, I knew I was going to have a good chance. And so I was able to move enough in the movements. We could go under center and run the football, so I felt confident that the O-line was going to protect me, which they did a great job today, and I could make some throws.
You said during the week you wanted to have more of your ability than maybe you did from that AFC Championship against Cincinnati a couple weeks ago. Do you feel like, was it close, or do you feel like you were well ahead of where you were that week?
I felt like I was ahead of there. I mean, that one, it kind of just hurt just to walk in general, whereas now I can kind of move around walking and stuff like that. And now it's just try to get it even better for this next game. I mean, we're playing a good football team, a great defense, and they're going to be getting after it. So trying to get in a better spot so I can utilize my mobility and still be able to work within the pocket and outside the pocket as well.
What was your initial impression of working with Hollywood Brown?
Yeah, I thought he did a great job. I mean, I missed him here and there on a couple of throws, but I thought he was getting open. He was winning against man coverage, which is huge. And, I mean, he's a couple throws away from having a really, really big game. And so just getting him in there and getting the football in his hands and getting where he can feel confident and running through tackles and stuff like that. And I thought he did a great job of that, and we'll get him involved more and more as the season goes on.
Patrick, obviously the Texans have a very good pass defense. What was just the feeling of having, it's the first time you've had, Worthy, Brown, and Hopkins on the field together? The feelings of quarterback having all of it?
Yeah, I mean, they were able to win versus man coverage, and I thought those guys did a great job. I think they won even more than I even threw them the football. But you saw we moved the ball well today, and we have to continue to do that. Some of the drives stalled out quickly, but once we kind of got the drives going, it seemed like we could move it down the field. And so we'll have to continue to answer that we can beat man coverage, and then when teams play zone, we'll have to beat that as well.
Obviously, Xavier, you found him quite a bit today. Was there one of those plays that really stood out to you in particular?
Yeah, I mean, I think the one that stood out to me in particular was the catch that was out of bounds. I mean, that's one of the best corners in the league, and for him to go up and make a catch on a guy like that, and I know he ended up out of bounds, but that's what you want to see is a guy that can. I mean, he's obviously fast, can make plays downfield, but making contested catches. But he's getting more and more comfortable. I mean, you think since the Bills game, you can see that. Just now, we got to continue to work him and give him more opportunities downfield. And I mean, you saw that even when he was out of bounds, he made a big time catch that was close.
Even with the Bills game, Pat, that let you believe he could have a game like this?
I think it was just the speed he was playing at. You could tell when a guy's not thinking and when he's just playing and letting his natural ability kind of work. And on that Bills game, he was playing fast, and I think that's something that gave me confidence to give him more and more opportunities. And I mean, he's kind of ran with it.
With your experience playing through an ankle injury, Patrick, how much in your mind was if they think I'm hindered, they're going to play maybe more man coverage and is scrambling early to try to maybe open up so that they don't necessarily play man coverage so much?
Not necessarily. I mean, I know that is a part of it, but I think more than anything, we saw that once I did run, they put the spy there, which helps other guys get open, and so. It wasn't like I would necessarily go. My plan was to not run, and then I ended up running the first drive. But you got to play ball at the end of the day, and that's a good football team. And it's going to take everything, and we were able to go out there and win. And now we move on to another great football team, and we want to try to fight to get that number 1 seed so we can be playing here at Arrowhead. But it's going to take our best football every single week.
You guys had a big challenge with their defensive line. Joe was playing left tackle again. Juwan went out during the game. How did they hold up? And the words that came out of Houston beforehand, it looked like you had to maybe pull Travis aside at the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's just Travis. he loves competing. So that he's always going to have that, and I'm never going to stop it because that's what makes him such a special football player and leader on this team. But no, that's a good defense, really good pass rush, obviously, good DBs. They do a great job, and so I was proud of how our offense competed today. Obviously there were some 3-and-outs here and there that we got to get better at, but other than that, I thought we moved the ball well and scored points in the red zone. So it was a step in the right direction, but we want to be better going into the playoffs, and we'll be challenged again this next week.
Last three, Sam, Vahe, and then Todd. Go, Sam.
Patrick, when you say Xavier's playing fast, obviously it's a straight line speed. What signs do you see when you say that look like he's playing fast?
Yeah, it's more than just the speed of how fast he is. It's the confidence that you can feel in the route, and and as a quarterback, you can feel how he's running around. He's setting it up, he's running it and getting himself open and stuff like that, and that gives you confidence to make the throws. And I think there was even a couple more where I kind of maybe got flushed where he was winning downfield, and hopefully I can hit some of those, and I think that would just take his game to a whole nother level. 100%, and it was something that we talked about, and we wanted him to set it up to let the guy get depth and then hit it to the front pylon, and he did that, and stuff like that he's getting really, really good at, and we'll continue to work at it. He's still a young kid, man, and I think his talent is through the roof, and he has a chance to be a really special football player.
Patrick, obviously you're dealing with some level of pain management today. What made it so important to you to say, I'm going to fight through this and be out there? Obviously you want to compete, but is it more than that?
Yeah, I ask a lot from the guys around me, and so I feel like if I'm going to ask them to play through pain, if I'm going to ask them to play through little nicks and bruises and stuff like that, I gotta do it. I gotta do it as well, and so that's something that I pride myself on, is being out there with my guys and playing football. And I'm not going to put us in position to be in a bad spot or lose a football game, but if I feel like I can compete and win, I'm going to be out in that football field.
Just one other side thing with that. How effectively could you plan to throw? Is that taken away from a little bit in this instance?
Yeah, a little bit, but I did good enough. It's you're not going to feel great. That's kind of just what it is, and you don't make excuses in this league. You go out and play football, and you fight until the very end, and you try to get a win at the end of the day. And so, like I said, I asked especially like the offensive line to fight through and play through some of these injuries. And you saw Noah bounce back up and get back on the football field. I asked that from those guys, so I got to ask that from myself as well.
What's the challenge only after this rest before you got to go again? Is it difficult to get ready to play another game so quickly? And are you motivated knowing you got a chance to up to 1 seed on Christmas Day?
Yeah, I think you're motivated to play a great football team. To play in Pittsburgh, it's a great environment, a great stadium. It'll be rocking. Playing on Christmas, so everybody's gonna be watching. And I think more than anything, it's just getting off your feet when you can, but at the same time studying and getting the game plan in. And Coach Reed does a great job of it. But we knew this as was part of our schedule from the very beginning, and coaches prepared us. So let's go out there and play our best football.
Patrick, real quick, can we just ask, Xavier's got your jersey on from college. What's it? Is he a Longhorn wearing a Tech jersey?
Yeah, it shows us the support. It surprised me he did it today because they're playing right now. But I appreciate the support, man. That's what this team is. It's a family, and we support each other.
Thank you.